Hey guys, how's it going? ItZMuRdA here with a current events episode. There's actually quite a lot of things I want to talk about. I excluded a few of them from the video, but I just want to give you guys a heads up on some of the things that's been going on and what will be going on over the next week or so. If you don't know already, I guess I'll just put this up out front that I will be out of town tomorrow, November 18th, through November 26th. So a good week and a half or so there that there won't be any streaming or YouTube videos or anything like that on my channels, as I'll be out of town visiting some family and then going to MLG Columbus next weekend. So just a heads up on that. I will still be on Twitter and my email and probably Steam and watching streams and things like that from my laptop and mobile devices, but I won't be putting out any new YouTube videos or being able to stream on my channel during that time frame. Everything will be going back to normal around Thanksgiving or so when we get back. But anyway, MLG Columbus is one of the main reasons for this trip, and that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. If you didn't know, it is in Columbus, Ohio. It's the next MLG Pro Circuit Championship, November 22nd through November 24th, so that weekend, essentially next weekend, about a week or so from the creation of this video. It is primarily a Dota 2 and Call of Duty tournament, and there's not anything tournament-wise in mind for PlanetSide 2 or anything like that, but SOE and PlanetSide 2 are going to have a booth there, and will be running it the entire weekend like they did for MLG Anaheim and other MLG events in the past. I believe it's still scheduled for Maggie and Higby and Clegg and Klaus to be there on behalf of the SOE PlanetSide 2 team. I'm not sure if that's still accurate or if anybody else is joining or not going to be able to make it or whatever. I believe Hannah and Jenny Boo are still going to be there, as well as a bunch of the other PlanetSide community members that can make it out there. Shandar and myself will be there, and from what it sounds like, I don't have a run of show schedule or itinerary yet, but should be able to get some stream time on the actual PlanetSide 2 official stream, so be sure to tune into that entire weekend. As we get more details on what and where and when and all of those things, I will certainly be posting them on Twitter, and I'm sure that the official PlanetSide social media outlets will as well. So just keep your eyes out for that, and it should be a lot of fun. So that's something I just wanted to make sure you guys knew about, since it's coming up on us here pretty soon, and I'm not going to have another opportunity to make a video before then to let you guys know. So that's primarily the main thing that I wanted to get out here in this video, but there are a lot of other awesome things going on, or that did happen recently, and I guess I'm just going to mention a few of them. So, as you know, optimization patch already came out. It's awesome. A lot of people are loving it, and I really just wanted to put this in here to let you guys know that if you didn't get a chance to see it, the OMFG episode 8 is out on YouTube now, and links to all of these things will be in the description of the video as usual. So go ahead and check that out if you missed it last week. That is out now, and OMFG Phase 2, as well as new content, is already in development, and hopefully we'll be seeing some more great stuff on both fronts here in the next couple of weeks and months. As a side effect of the optimization patch, a lot of people I guess, noticed that their vehicles might not be as pretty as they used to be, and that's just I guess a byproduct of saving texture memory, and you'll notice your camo coverage is different and things like that. Anyway, long story short, Higby posted on Reddit that they're going to be creating additional cosmetic slots, basically like a secondary camo slot, that you can achieve your old look again once this comes out. So if you have Indar Desert Scrub on your Mag Rider, you put it in both camo slot 1 and camo slot 2, and then it'll look like it always used to. The other benefit of this essentially is that you can use a different camo in your secondary slot than you can in your primary slot. So you can have some two-tone stuff going on. You can have an ItZMuRdA camo and an Indar camo, or a whatever you want to make it work and look like, which is kind of interesting. So in the end, it may have been frustrating for the short term, but you're going to end up with even more customization options out of it, and hopefully we'll see this get added here in the very near future in one of these patches. So you guys have that to look forward to. It personally didn't really bother me that much, but I'm glad to hear that there will be these secondary camo slots, and that'll be cool. It's not 100% clear on how you're going to acquire them, if it's going to simply be an attachment of the original camo, if there's now going to be secondary camos for sale. By the looks of it, it seems that they're saying we're scrambling to get the item set up to grant, so basically you'll be granted, I think he says it in here, you'll be granted camos that you already have in both slots, so no worries that you don't need to buy something that you already own twice. But I'm not sure for future camos if it's going to be like you purchased them for two different places, or you just purchased that camo for your vehicle and it allows it in both slots. Hopefully that, so you don't have to spend twice as much just to get the full coverage. I would think that that would make more sense, but it wasn't 100% clear, but I'm assuming that's how it's going to function. Anyway, keep an eye out for that in the very near future, and hopefully that'll be pretty cool as far as additional customization options, as well as just giving some people the ability to get back to the old look that they liked. After optimization, and kind of in between optimization and content, there's these balance passes that they want to do. Take another look at balance. We talked about one, I believe, a few weeks back on the harasser and things like that, vehicle weapons. This is actually a few days old, this post now at this point, but I did want to bring it up because it is pretty significant. And this one's talking about Nanoweave and things related to it and how they're planning on changing. I'm not going to read the entire post, it will be linked. The long story short of it is that Nanoweave is going to function very differently. It's going to basically function like flak armor for small arms fire. So you're going to take a percentage less damage against infantry, small arms, and rapid vehicle secondary weapons. It's not going to have any effect on explosions or anything like that flak armor would impact. It also, this was a big one that I did not expect because it was kind of already getting nerfed with this change. It's no longer going to give any resistance at all against headshots, and I think that's a large point of controversy with it, and what makes some people think it's going to just be completely useless. I don't know that I want to say it's going to be completely useless, but it's definitely not going to be the no-brainer choice, and I'll probably have to try it out, see what the numbers look like, and ultimately decide to either use it situationally and then use flak sometimes, or I really like advanced shield capacitor, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe I'll get some more use out of that when Nanoweave isn't quite as important. But they are effectively even shortening the TTK, even just a little bit by making this change, since so many people by now probably did have high ranks of Nanoweave. But anyway, it's going to remain the same strength as it is now, they say, excluding headshot. So it gets that nerf, and it gets the nerf to, essentially not having anything to do with explosives. It also gets, I hesitate to call this a nerf because this is kind of just a change with regard to sniper rifles that affects both the wearer of Nanoweave and the user of the sniper rifle a little bit differently. So given that it excludes headshots, they're just going to flat out across the board change it so that you can get a one-shot headshot as a sniper rifle or a bolt-action sniper rifle if you're within 150 meters, regardless of Nanoweave. So since Nanoweave doesn't matter, it doesn't, or rather, since headshots don't matter with Nanoweave, it doesn't matter if you have Nanoweave or flak or advanced shield capacitor or nothing. You're going to get one shot if it's within 150 meters bolt-action headshot, and you're not going to get one shot if it's outside of 150 meters. So that's kind of a change more for snipers, and it's just a matter of, since Nanoweave functioned very oddly with bolt-action headshots in its current form, that's why they included it in this. They're also saying that they are going to retune explosions because they did have to make some more powerful than they wanted to because so many people had Nanoweave, and they couldn't just balance explosions based on flak alone because Nanoweave also increased your health. So I'm hoping that we see a nerf to explosions, especially under barrels, with this change, and I think that makes sense. As much as I love Nanoweave and I may not be using it anymore, or maybe using it much less than I do currently, I still am glad, and I understand the intent behind the change, and I think from a balance perspective it makes a lot more sense long term. It's just going to be a matter of seeing how good it really is, because most good players, I think, aim for the head, and if it's doing absolutely nothing against headshots, it's going to be hard to argue that you should have it over flak or over advanced shield capacitor or something like that, but maybe sometimes it'll still come in handy. I argue the same thing with flak all the time back in the day. If how many times I'd be wearing flak and not take 1 point of explosive damage the entire time, that entire life. It seemed so useless to me to have it on, so I think I'm going to be hard-pressed to equip flak, personally, unless I know I'm in an area with a ton of vehicle spam or under-barrel spam or something along those lines. But I don't know if I'm going to just, you know, stick to Nanoweave either. It's definitely not going to be the no-brainer decision that it is currently. I apologize for stumbling over my words. I've been packing all day. I wanted to get to streaming today a lot sooner. But anyway, let us know what you think about the Nanoweave changes. Like I said, I want to see a little bit more numbers and get a feel for it. Also, all of your Nanoweave certs are going to be refunded, and you can either decide to just repurchase it if you want it or not, so don't worry about that. It is an interesting topic, though, and I'm interested in seeing how it changes and how it plays out. I'll probably be repurchasing it on at least one of my characters, one of my classes, get a feel for it, and decide if I want to use it or how much I want to use it for that matter. Anyway, the other big thing going on, which I had mentioned already in a previous video during this coming week, is the anniversary of PlanetSide. That's in only 3 days, November 20th, the 1-year anniversary of PlanetSide 2. It's pretty awesome, and they've got a lot of things in store. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be in town, so I won't be able to log into game and play during it, but I will try to tune into the stream as much as I can remotely, either from my phone or my laptop or something like that. But anyway, you guys should definitely check this stuff out. There is not only double EXP from Wednesday the 20th through Sunday the 24th, so you've got, what, like, I don't even know, 5 days of double EXP, which is awesome. So you guys enjoy that, even though I'll be out of town through the entirety of it. You guys make sure to log in and enjoy that. Use your boosts, especially hyper boosts if you have them. It should be a lot of fun. And on top of that, they're going to be doing a special anniversary stream all day long, essentially, an 8-hour stream on their twitch.tv/PlanetSide2 channel with the devs and everybody, community members. You'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to play PlanetSide with them, and there's going to be a lot of giveaways. Virtual, I'm assuming, is station cash and boost related, maybe some other things, who knows. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of exclusive virtual items. They say a bundle of PlanetSide 2 swag, so again, I don't know if that's existing items or brand new stuff. I have to see. And they're also giving away some real stuff too, NVIDIA graphics card and a PlayStation 4. So you might want to tune in for that and check it out. It's should be a lot of fun to participate in and to hang out and watch, ask questions, win stuff, and get some double EXP while you're at it. So be sure you know about that, you tune into it. I'm going to try to tune into it remotely as much as I can, even though I won't be actually able to play the game. I can hopefully at least be on the Twitch channel during it. The other thing, maybe worth mentioning, not to promote myself, but to thank SOE. I didn't even know about it until after this post was up. They shared my video, my previous video, There's Never Been a Better Time to Play PlanetSide 2, with this anniversary post, which I thought was pretty awesome. And then they also tweeted it out earlier today, the official PlanetSide 2 Twitter. So thank you guys for that outreach and support and everything like that. Like I said, I didn't even know that they were happening, you know, but I was really happy to see it once I saw it show up in my feed or in the links and things like that. So that's pretty awesome, guys. Thank you for that support. And I mean, that's mostly it. The only other thing I wanted to say, which this is kind of a little bit old at this point. About 10 days ago, they had posted the marriage proposal video on SOE Player Direct, again as a means of supporting me and sharing my content. I didn't even know about this until Jesus, I can't speak today. Maggie showed me and linked it to me the other night. But that's pretty cool. So thank you guys for that as well. The SOE does a really great job at supporting and interacting with the community, as I'm sure you guys all know. So I am humbled and I definitely appreciate it. So I happily try to return the favor wherever I can. But anyway, if you guys didn't check out this video, there's not a gameplay, so I apologize for it being boring in that sense. I do want to just say that its intended audience was people who quit the game or who have never played the game, and those who quit probably because of their optimization problems, or rather, you know, their performance wasn't good enough, their computer wasn't good enough at the time, the game ran too slow, things like that. Those are the type of people I was trying to target, people who had either never played the game, didn't know anything about it, or people who had quit a long time ago and don't necessarily know that it's improved drastically over the past year. So that's the target for that. I know there were some comments and posts and things like that from a veteran player's standpoint saying, well, you know, blah blah blah, this still needs to change, and I get that, that's totally fine, but just keep in mind that you guys weren't necessarily the target audience for that. I was just trying to reach new players or players who had quit for a long time and try to bring them back. So that's what it was targeted at, and things like that. But do check it out, share it, and let me know what you think. if you haven't seen it already. Anyway, talking too long at this point, but thank you guys for tuning in. I feel a little bad that there's going to be a week and a half with no streams or YouTube videos or anything like that, but do head on over to Twitter at ItZMuRdA. You can follow me, tweet me, message me, whatever there. That's probably going to be the best way to be in touch with me over the course of everything that's going on. I will be updating my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram even, because I'm sure I'll be taking lots of photos at MLG Columbus, so feel free to follow or check out any of those. They're all ItZMuRdA, my Facebook and my Instagram as well. And yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say. I feel like this was a really crappy video, but thank you for bearing with me. I've been running around packing and doing all sorts of other crazy things all day today. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, the stream is ItZMuRdA.com. It won't be up for a week and a half or so, but I'll be back to streaming daily around Thanksgiving when I get back, and hopefully we'll have some fun sales or things like that for Black Friday and Christmas and New Year and so on. So really enjoy the anniversary. Be sure to engage in all of those festivities and enjoy your EXP. And yeah, tune into MLG Columbus. Hopefully I'll see you guys over there on the official stream. So have a good one, guys. See you soon.